What happens when the human body accidentally meets space? Let's dive in. Space is a fascinating place, but it is also an extreme and unsuitable place for human survival. When astronauts enter space, they must wear spacesuits for spacewalking operations, otherwise, their lives will be threatened. It is reported that the cost of a spacesuit in 2024 costs more than $1 billion, and its structure is quite complex, bringing together many high-tech achievements. Equivalent to a small spacecraft, it can protect astronauts from threats in space. What if a person is not wearing a spacesuit? What happens to the body when exposed to space? Without any protective measures, the human body will suffer various injuries when exposed to space. The first threat posed by space is hypoxia. We know that the human body depends on oxygen to sustain life, but in space, there is almost no oxygen in the vacuum. When the body is exposed to space, the brain is rapidly deprived of oxygen, and the person's consciousness will be lost within approximately 10 seconds due to pressure changes. Space is a near-complete vacuum environment, which means the pressure difference inside the human body will cause the gas to expand and bring about danger. Gases in the human body, such as air in the lungs, will rapidly expand and burst, causing organ damage unless, after entering space, the air in the lungs is instantly removed. It is discharged from time to time, and the soft tissues of the human body may also swell, and body water evaporates. In a vacuum environment, since the air pressure is almost zero, the boiling point of water is extremely low. In such an environment, once the human body is exposed to space, moisture will boil directly, but it is not the entire human body, only the area in contact with space. For example, water on the surface of the skin, mouth, and eyeballs will boil quickly as it evaporates. The blood will also produce bubbles. In 1967, a space accident occurred when the Soviet Union's Soyuz 1 spacecraft was divided into the return module and the orbital module during departure. The pressure valve of the return capsule was blown open, destroying the sealing performance and resulting in rapid depressurization in the cabin. This led to the death of 3 astronauts from acute oxygen and body fluid boiling after being exposed to space. High-energy radiation damage is a concern everywhere in space, bombarding our bodies and causing irreversible damage. The most serious effect is the breaking of our DNA, which causes radiation sickness and increases cancer risks, while human cells die simultaneously. Many people may ask why the body doesn't freeze when exposed to space, given the low temperature of the environment. Although space is close to absolute zero, the temperature is reflected in the intensity of microscopic particles, and in space, there are only a few atoms per cubic meter, so the temperature has no medium to be transmitted. Therefore, the human body will not freeze immediately, it is a very slow process. Additionally, in science fiction movies, we often see the human body explode immediately after being exposed to space. This is also incorrect. The human body won't explode in space, despite the internal pressure. The pressure will increase, but the structure of the human body is strong enough not to be destroyed by this pressure difference. All human beings directly exposed to space without the protection of a spacesuit will find it extremely dangerous. Within 10 seconds, our brains will lose consciousness, followed by a series of fatal physiological reactions, and then meet your maker. If this episode of Eureka Science Sauce just sucked the life out of you, then hit the thumbs up button and smash the subscribe button for more daily content. Thanks for watching.